About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again, Hopkins. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Alpha.
45, Mike, 45.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey. That's me.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 10 Nova.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, wahoo.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Go.
58, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, Sam off.
Check. Bang.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 15.
Go.
58, come on. Watch the screen. Spot.
Hey, lock it.
Spot. No. Check nickel.
Get it.
2nd and 4. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Go.
Check 31.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Zipper.
Ringo.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Hard.
Check three. Shit.
Smooth. Hey.
Check the call. At 58.
Snap.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw. Hopkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Now back to throw, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go! Leo! Look, squeeze! Rush in! 5!
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie! Yeah! Roll out! Kill! Hey, team 6! Let's go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Yep. Rock it. Fair. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now.
52's the mark, boys. 52. I'm on. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Ready?
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
57. Mike, 57.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hey, check Mike, Eddie, go.
Looking to throw. Hopkins. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Foxtrot. 57 to Mike. 57. Let's go, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
And go.
From the gun on third down. Hopkins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. Jameis Winston with 1 touchdown pass thus far.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Hey.
58, right over.
Go.
Mike, 58, right there.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Bravo.
Jump.
Be driven.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Looking downfield for Jones. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Mike part two.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Sam off.
Check three.
Check. Go. Hey, wahoo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check safety.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it.
He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
You draw quarter.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Look at me. Go.
Check 4. Check 52.
Snap.
They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
57's the mic. 57.
Throwing on first down. Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Here we go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Okay, double up.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check tight. Alpha. Check tight. 57.
Go.
Throwing again. Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
It's a party now.
57.
What happened?
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Nice 7, let's go.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Go, go.
Danny. 48.
Ready.
On 4th down, Hopkins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Buzz. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Any day.
Hey, Charlie. Leo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Save. Shift. Watch the shift. Check it back.
Yep. Hey, seam 6.
45.
5.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jakeem Grant as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Hopkins under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Love. Darren Lee there to get him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
64,
Second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Hopkins. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Seam 6.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Of being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
Protein spill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day.
And he gets into the end end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, Hopkins. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, D-line. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Hopkins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. 24 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't smoke. 24 is the mic. Woo-hoo. 24 is the mic.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Hopkins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Hopkins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by
is
the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey.
Rock it.
Check 9. Check. Watch that. Check. Lucky.
Hey.
Motion.
2nd and 10. He's got Fuller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, 1st down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Yo, go! Go! Hit it!
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey, box truck.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Second and 1. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
52, Mike.
Gone. Hey, Sam off.
Check 24. 36. Slam.
Get it.
The setup to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
He's checking. Crash.
No. Check that. We're going to Mike 50.
Get in the weight room.
Check 37.
Switch.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 52.
Got you.
They'll look to throw. A dump off now to Hill. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Smooth.
25. Check 25.
Check 52's the mic. Check.
Hey, Zoo. Yes.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Yep.
They'll set up a throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike 57. Right here. Hey, check, Mike, ready, go!
On first down, Hopkins throwing the out route and complete. That's Love. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the draw, this is Love. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
80 weapon.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Echo.
from the gun on third down. Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. From the gun, Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, blood.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw again, Hopkins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
57's Mike. Mike 57. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
Hold.
Box try. Ready, go.
On third down, Hopkins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Let's get it together, T-Head. Go!
From the gun, Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 10 yards out, and the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Look at me. Door. Hey.
Check.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yo, go.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Hard.
Give me that ball, defense.
Ready?
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Leo.
Check nickel.
Check three.
Bravo.
Kill.
Big grip.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake. Hopkins under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Man, I got you. Delta.
57's Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Yep.
Playing wrong football.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Go. Do your job. Ready, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Right. Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Zipper. Look. Squeeze.
Let him know. Let him know. Check three.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the Falcons' 45-yard line.
22 jet bomber.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hey. Wahoo.
Check Mike 45.
Hey, pick your game up.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Go.
Motion.
Hurry, get it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ed Oliver drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Check. Check 99.
Smooth. Yep.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Come on.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking to throw. Hopkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Drop deep.
Mike, 48. Mike.
Sit. Check pass.
Yep. If you kill it, motion me out.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hopkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. I 7. Let's go. Let's get off the field.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Defense. Hot.
Operating from the gun. Hopkins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Switch up. Under 10.
H3, 218. Chopper.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the
Go.
Let's go.
Buzz.
Mike's 5'9".
I'm coming after you.
Mike's 59.
Throwing again. Hopkins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
45, Mike, 45.
No gain on this defense.
There. Guard.
Back. Check 43. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
Check 45.
Hey. Hey, Sam off. Ready.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,